The Madwoman of Obiagu, an Igbo folktale set in Enugu. The morning sun was already hot when Amara ran down the dusty road of Obiagu, clutching her school bag as if it were her life. "Amara, you go late again, oh," her friend Chisholm shouted, laughing as they both dashed past the corner where a madwoman rummaged through a pile of refuse. Amara hissed, holding her nose. "Chai, this woman again. Every day she'd a pick from dustbin like Sena Market." The madwoman looked up, her hair a tangle of forgotten years, her eyes wide with memories that refused to die. "Nahum," she whispered, her cracked lips trembling as she watched the girl disappear down the street. Nobody paid attention. In Obiagu, the madwoman was just part of the scenery, like the potholes and the roasted corn cellars. But if you listened well, you would know madness does not grow on a person like yam on a stake. Something must water it. Long before she became Mama Dustbin, the woman had a name, Nnenna. Nnenna was known from Uwani to Asata for her beauty and her laughter that rang like church bells on Christmas morning. She was married to Obinna, a hard-working young man who sold spare parts in Ogbede market. Life smiled on them. They had a small bungalow, a fine daughter named Amara, and dreams taller than the hills of Ngwo. Nenna's best friend, Ngozi, was always around, helping with chores, laughing at every joke, and calling Obinna brother-in-law with sweetness in her tongue. But sometimes, sweetness hides poison. One afternoon, when the harmattan wind was blowing dust into every corner of Enugu, Nnenna came home early from the market. She wanted to surprise her husband with his favorite dish, okra soup with plenty of uziza and fresh fish. But as she entered her compound, she heard voices, soft, secret voices from the bedroom. Her heart began to beat gbim 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 like talking drum. She tiptoed closer, and what she saw made her soul shatter like a clay pot that slipped from careless hands. There was Ngozi, her friend, sitting on her bed, kissing Obinna, her husband. "Ngozi! Obinna!" Nnenna screamed, dropping the soup bowl, hot tears stinging her eyes. Obinna jumped up, guilt written all over his face. Ngozi tried to talk, but her words came out like lies wrapped in sugar. "Nnenna, Biko, let me explain," she started. "Explain what? You dey explain abomination?" Nnenna's voice trembled. The quarrel grew wild. Nnenna pushed Ngozi. Ngozi pushed back. Obinna tried to hold them apart. But in the chaos, Ngozi picked up a heavy lamp from the table. "You will not destroy my life!" she shouted, striking Nnenna on the head. The world went black for Nnenna. When she woke, she was lying by the roadside near Abakpa. Her head was bleeding, her memory empty, her mind lost in fog. People said she wandered into Obiagu, muttering strange things. Her husband and Ngozi told everyone that Nnenna had run mad and disappeared. Weeks turned to months. Obinna married Ngozi quietly, saying it was for the sake of Amara. So she will have a mother. But evil cannot hide forever. It smells even through closed doors. Every day, Nnenna wandered the streets, picking from dustbins, sleeping under old kiosks, singing lullabies to a doll she made from rags. "Sleep, Amara, sleep," she would sing to the rag doll, her eyes wet with memories she could not remember. Amara, growing up, would always see the madwoman near her school gate. She would laugh with her friends. "This woman no dey tire?" Every day she go dey sing that her yai song. Yet, sometimes, something in the woman's face tugged at her heart. Something familiar she couldn't explain. Years rolled like the wheels of an old lorry. Amara turned 12, full of questions, beauty, and life. One day, as she crossed the street, a car sped towards her. She froze like a goat in torchlight. Out of nowhere, the madwoman ran, pushing her out of the way. The car screeched, missing them by inches. But the madwoman fell hard on the tarred road, her body shaking. Blood trickled from her head, the same place Ngozi's lamp had struck years ago. Amara knelt beside her, trembling. "Mama Dustbin, please don't die," she cried. The woman opened her eyes weakly, her vision blurring. "Amara," she whispered. The name rolled out of her mouth like a long-lost prayer. "How you know my name?" Amara asked, tears running down her cheeks. The woman smiled faintly. My Pekin, she managed to say, her fingers brushing Amara's cheek before falling lifeless. The street fell silent. Even the wind held its breath. When the truth came out, through whispers, through old neighbors, through Ngozi's own trembling confession, the whole of Obiagu wept. And from that day, the elders said, when friendship turns to jealousy, even fire can hide in water.